Hello, my name is Samantha Benton. This is for the week 3 gallery discussion 2, appreciative inquiry, problem solving technique. So what did you learn from the operation of ASHA? ASHA, I learned from the operation ASHA that TB is extremely contagious and needs to be treated. I learned that Operation ASHA is working to make everyone's lives better and help those who have gotten it. Also help prevent others from catching it and do the best that they can to help others around the world. Next, what is the situation you are aiming to improve? I am aiming to improve the process and how I manage to clean my house, do my regular, everyday work for my job and school as well, and help my family with their businesses as well as make their lives easier as well as mine. What action steps? What With whom did you work with and why? I worked with my father first when it came to how to manage keeping the house clean and how we take care of the plants outside because we do garden so the house can stay nice and clean and kind of be more of a happy aspect and be proud of where we live. I next worked with my mother with her business because I do help them with their business. They own their construction business, so I help her with the everyday paperwork and going through emails because she gets quite a few of those. I help at times. Let's see, and just help her respond to customers and stuff like that, just to make her life a little bit easier and help out with family. It's just part of who I am. Let's see, what action steps did you plan to make to conduct your experiments? I plan to sit down with each of them individually and plan out our schedules together, um, yet individually, because I live with my father and my mother lives in her own place. Um, That way, things can get done a little bit better and more efficient, not just for me, but for them as well, because they're just as busy as I am. Let's see. And what are your measures of success? The success I would like to have when all said and done is an efficient plan to work together, but individually, and make things easier on everyone, but also as it work as a team. How did I approach this scenario? I sat with my father first and went over what I thought would help us not only keep the house clean, but make us appreciate it more. I then sat with my mother and figured out a plan to work with her to make her life a little bit easier with the company and how I could further help and make it better for everyone. Um, According to each measures of success at home with my father, I still do what I can around the house every day, but I do work first, then doctor's appointments would come second, and then and if I have any, that is if I have any doctor's appointments. And then I work on cleaning parts of the house next, and then on the weekends, my father does more of the extra things I didn't get around to doing because I still have schoolwork to do. Because schoolwork would come after the doctor's appointments, and then he does the outside stuff when it comes to pulling the weeds and stuff like that. That's just one thing he does that he chose to do. Um, when I have free time on the weekend, I do go to my mother's and I help her go through her emails and her paperwork and help her kind of map out the calls that she needs to make first when it comes to Monday morning, as well as if she has any quotes that she needs to mail out physically, because there are still people that do want mail stuff. It's stuff in the mail, that is. Um, so I go and drive that out. Since I'm already going home, I drop it off in the mailbox. Um, all three of us together individually, we are able to help one another and make things a bit easier on all of us. That way we can appreciate our free time a little bit more and the fact that we have one another to help each other out. I also learned that the right questions could lift morale when it comes to the AI, um, and it also help improve focus as well. I also learned that AI is a positive way to approach change in an organization or situation, as well as just an individual aspect. Uh, when it comes to the ideas of the AI that I would like to implement, the ideas I have is to work on more positive questions to not only help my everyday focus, but help my coworkers as well as my family and friends as well, especially when it comes to um, how to approach different scenarios and different aspects of my life and how I want to get things done. What are my plans? Because things could change when it comes to an everyday aspect. Something could come up, something else could happen. I might have to do something extra. But what positive questions can I have to do that? The next idea, the AI idea I want to implement is the design idea and figure out what my goal is for that idea. Um, Whatever that idea is, but figure out the goal, my all end goal is, and figure out what tools I need to do to be able to successfully fulfill that idea. My desired outcome for the 4D process in the future is to become more of a growth mindset in life as well as how to make things easier in life as well as for work, personally, work wise, career wise, future, um, and also how to make to help make things easier and a bit happier as life and as for a future aspect. That is my presentation, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and thank you for listening.